All right. Good evening. I will call the meeting to order at 6 o'clock. First of all, we'll all stand and we'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have everyone read the minutes from the last meeting on April 8th. We'll need to any corrections or changes that you guys saw? No? Raise your right hand to approve it. Any notes? Okay, we're good. Those are approved. Township trustee update.
We had one township assistance for since our last meeting, and I had 2 inquiries, but they were the wrong township. I did make a post on Facebook pointing out township assistance, so that received 1 inquiry.
Okay. Cemetery report.
We had a few stones get damaged by the mower company, and they have been repaired, and the mower recompensated them. And then we had some tree limbs fall during the last storm at Wynn, and those have been removed. And a gate wheel fell off at Olby, and we fixed it. We are in need of reviewing our signage a little bit, and I have that in the capital improvement plan, which we'll talk about later in the meeting. But the sign at Wynn is looking kind of bad, and I know the cemetery commission offers one up, so I think we just need to check with them.
Discuss with the cemetery commission.
Yeah, that's what I'll start with them.
When we get to couple.
What did you say about the gate at Albany? I'm sorry.
The wheel fell off, and so we had to actually drill a hole and put it in.
We put up.
Yeah, brand new gate. And so it didn't have a hole, so we got a cotter pin in it now.
Well, the wheel itself came off. It was still mounted, but the wheel came off.
Yes.
The little axle.
Yeah. It must have had a little
pin.
pin, not a cotter pin.
Yeah. Oh, just one of those expansions.
Yeah.
Instead of
right.
Slack work you guys did. I wasn't there.
Well, we fired the gate.
Oh,
It's just the way it's manufactured.
that's all right. Fire department updates.
Our 1999 fire truck has sold since the last meeting. It went to Spencer Manufacturing for $12,000 and is going to be utilized at a fire station in Ohio that had theirs totaled. So that's nice that it'll go to a small fire station in Ohio.
How much was that for again?
$12,000. And we did try multiple avenues of selling it, and finally municibid.com worked out the best for us. The fire department had their annual pork chop dinner and brought in over $7,000. I don't know what the end result was, but they brought in $7,000 that day, so it was a great success, and they sold out of pork chops. Runs for the year are
Just trying to catch up.
Runs for the year are currently at 116. They are ahead of last year, which was a total of 191. The Lent grant that we applied for was denied by the county council because Bob Hall and the chief had previously requested $10,000 for a leaking water apparatus. So they gave him that funds out of food and beverage, so they denied our lit grant. So,
our lit grant was going to go to like more gear and stuff, right?
the lit grant was actually going to go for hoses
Okay.
and a trash pump.
Okay. But
And
they got 10,000.
we've gotten around 10,000 every year, so
Okay.
we really got the equivalent.
Okay.
We just did get it by the lit grant. Next is the 2026 EMS contract with Greenfield Fire Territory. I did contact the chief of Greenfield Fire Territory, and it will only go up $1,000, 4%. So it makes it a total of $26,000 versus the $25,000 of last year. They have asked for this to be returned so they can put it before their city meeting. We do not have to make payment till $13,000 on June 30th and another $13,000 on December 30th. They did do a much better contract this year. And the late fee of $100 per day will be added to the sum every day. Isn't it?
June 30th, and what was the other one?
December 30th,
December
2026.
Yeah.
So we need to
Do we need to sign this? Read
approve
it,
it. So
sign
you
it?
make a motion and approve it.
You want to read it first?
That's right. Technically, you're supposed to read out loud.
Oh, am I supposed to read that? Alright, interlocal agreement comes now, the Common Council of the City of Greenfield of Indiana, the Public Board of Works and Public Safety of City of Greenfield, Indiana, the Green Township Trustee, Hancock County, Indiana, and the Green Township Board, Hancock County, Indiana, to enter into an interlocal agreement pursuant to Indiana Code 36-1-7. Said agreement to be as follows. Purpose. The purpose of this agreement is to define the terms and conditions under the City of Greenfield. By and through the Greenfield Fire Territory shall have availability, basic life support, and/or advanced life support, emergency medical services to the residents of Green Township 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, each day, 24 hours each day. Payment, Green Township shall pay the Greenfield Fire Territory the sum of $13,000 by June 30th, 2026, and $13,000 by December 30th, 2026. A late fee of $100 per day will be added to the total sum for every day the payment goes past the due date. Terms, residents and their insurance will be billed by a separate fee for use of the service based on the current rates adopted by the City of Greenfield. Termination, this agreement terminates December 31st, 2026, and may be renewed based on the acceptance of a new agreement. And then it's adopted by their public works people and then adopted by us. Any questions? Yes.
Why isn't this going through the Greenfield Fire Territory?
It is the fire territory.
It is fire.
Okay, well, I misunderstood. I thought you said the City of Greenfield.
The City of Greenfield runs the Greenfield Fire Territory, not Center Township.
Yes.
They have for
Yes.
quite a while.
They have for several years. So basically, it'll go through there, and this agreement is between the City of Greenfield Territory and us. So that's how that's all paid through.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, Greenfield Fire Territory covers Jackson, Brown, Brandywine, Green. And this one.
Right.
Blue River.
Blue River.
Blue River. The other four have their own full-time fire departments
Buck Creek, Sugar Creek,
Right.
Vernon.
and Center.
But I think they're a little behind. They need to do some growing down there.
Yeah.
That's his personal
And there is a plan by the commissioners for first responders to see the needs between fire and police being worked on. So the county is aware there is issues with first responders.
So do we need to sign this?
We need to make a motion.
Yeah, I need to get back.
I'll make a motion that we accept the EMS contract presented.
Second. All in favor, raise your hand.
Aye.
Two. Well, I just want everyone to see, so that's all
Right.
right. Have trustee sign it first. Which one is it? You sign it all on board. use the same code.
Sure. Oops. If I need to.
Thank you. Let's get that here. Oh, you're gonna use your own. All right.
Last on the agenda, we had a meeting with Burnham Township Fire Territory a couple months ago. They did, I should have probably flipped the order of this, but they did approach us possibly joining in with them. And they would do our ALS and BLS. Right now, it won't really work. So we can always possibly pursue that in the future. But it really won't work until they build their third fire station. Where they're located will not really cover our residents the way we need them to.
Right.
So. Now we're moving on to, for the 2026 budget discussion, this will just be a brief discussion. We'll actually review more of the budget in our 2 October meetings. First off is the House Bill 1461 update. So if we don't utilize all of our unrestricted funds, which is general and rainy day for our township, 30% of those funds will go into what's called a road fund. The road fund will stay in our township, and a memorandum of understanding will need to be done. In our case, would be probably done with the county for asphalt. Since we have no cities involved, we don't need sidewalk structures and that kind of thing. So on down the agenda, we will have to create a road fund and so forth. I just want to briefly explain that's how this has come about. So the money will stay in our township. It just won't necessarily be for exactly what we might want to use it for. So to start off the budget, I started in order. So we'll have to do our salary resolution first.
I have to read this in.
Well, we have to decide.
Oh, we have to decide.
You have to decide.
Currently, the salary for the trustee. Is $5,825. The clerk is $1,200, and each board member makes $725. That's a year, not a meeting. And so we could, to keep up with cost of living, do a 4% increase, which would take the trustee to $6,058, which is an increase of $233. The clerk would go to $1,248, which is an increase of $48, and each board member would go to $754, a $29 increase. Any questions? Good with that? Comments?
Fine.
I think we want to definitely just keep with the cost of living because there were years that we didn't do it. And that way we're not too far behind.
Just a second.
No, you're.
Okay. Need a motion?
I do need a motion.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the salary recommendations for 2026 as presented, 4% increase.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye and raise your right hand.
Aye.
So we're going to adopt this today.
This one is 5.
Oh, I guess I could put that in there. We all need to sign it. This is gonna be right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's one. So I handed out a copy of next year's budget that I worked with DLGF on. It will be posted publicly.
You actually.
Posted publicly. I don't know what slide, I'll fix it.
Here.
Yeah. Before October's meeting. And then we'll approve it in October, the second October meeting. Basic salaries increase up to 4%. I have added, I've increased the mowing and the maintenance, which we can have discussions on. All these numbers can be adjusted. They're just in the computer. We can't go above what's I have in there, but we can go less.
Total, we can't go above total or?
No, can't go above total.
So the total over, but we could adjust
We can adjust some of the areas. and stuff.
areas and move them around. We just can't.
Right.
Okay.
I left the payment to the Greenfield Greenfield Volunteer Fire Department the same as last year since we increased it $4,000 last year. Do have money going in King Fire, and then we also have our fire debt for our 2024 fire truck. Township assistance stayed the same. On general, the front page, main increases were mowing and maintenance, increased it by $7,000. We are gonna need to work on some fences. And we added, I added $5,000 for cemetery restoration. I have had a conversation with Jackie Gates, who does cemetery restoration for the Hancock County Cemetery Commission, and there are still a lot of stones broken in our pioneer cemeteries, which we need to be respectful for and start repairing more of those. EMS is up 1,000. I have that in here. And pretty much everything else stayed the same. The roundabout is in here. We have received letters from the Indiana State Department of Works that they will be doing a roundabout in 2026. We don't know when, and we don't know how much land they're going to take from us yet. I have not received a map.
And just so people know, it's the roundabout here at 9
And
and 234.
Yeah. Any questions?
It's gonna be yes, yes.
Any questions at this time or thoughts?
The fire department equipment debt, is that the fire truck?
Yeah, that is the fire truck, and there are 2 payments for our debt sheet with Greenfield Banking Company.
I think that looks pretty good, actually. I think we're,
Yeah.
There is also, you'll see above the mowing and maintenance, there's additional 21,000. I could have, and so I just kind of labeled it fires. Capital improvement repairs, not really, they need garage doors here and new garage openers, so it could be used for that, or we could pay the insurance. There could be a combination of things we could do that money for,
So
here
we
at the
can-
fire station.
Added 21,500 to do stuff.
So that
for the
max
fire
out our
department.
levy, so I can max out our levy.
Okay.
So that money I labeled just as fire department items.
So
What is our, sorry,
Go ahead.
what is our insurance? I mean,
Our-
liability insurance.
Our liability insurance runs around $2,400.
Oh, there I see it now.
Yeah,
I was
that's-
looking for where I didn't see it. Okay.
That's for if anyone gets hurt at the cemetery or someone sues the board or but basically if someone was to go to our cemetery and fall or something.
Okay.
Or fix a if we have it also to cover a tree. If a tree is to fall on one of our stones, because some stone, especially at wind, some of those stones are probably 10,000 plus.
So the fire department pays for the insurance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
theirs is like $22,000 to cover our.
so instead of
Fire
giving them a
trucks
raise, we
in the
might do
building.
some building stuff instead of giving them a raise. That way we can improve this and keep it up to par. Okay.
It could be, you know, we can do it on insurance or we could do it by the garage doors. So the same amount. So, or something.
We can look into that.
Yeah,
And then this will get approved.
we will discuss this again in October.
Yeah, we'll look at it October 7th, and then we will do an approval at the end of October.
Correct.
And then we'll post this out so people can read it.
Correct.
Okay.
Now,
Public hearing, capital.
now you need to call a public hearing for the capital improvement plan.
Okay. Have a public hearing for capital improvement plan according to IC 5-3-1-2B. So I have to read this whole thing.
So the capital improvement plan, basically, what we want to do is find items that the township needs to be utilized, and in our case, our budget is small, so we can pretty much, I found enough items that we will not need to put anything in the road fund this year. It's not to say we won't put something in the road fund in the future, but right now, if you'll go to the first long legal sheet, your main one, you'll see what I allocated in 2026. So I do list garage doors. The fire department would like mobile data terminals in their fire trucks. I would eventually like a mural on the side of this fire station. It's my goal. We have cemetery restoration. I have that in every year because I think we'll always continue to need something, be it the fence row, or the stones will always need to be repaired. Garage doors also, some of the money's coming out of rainy day. So there's 2 garage doors listed between rainy day funds and general, using combination of that money. I have fence line restoration in the cemeteries. I think cleaning up the overgrown trees in the fence line is needed. Oldie Cemetery, and then 27, I've got some wish list. I think a shelter building or some kind of thing at Oldie Cemetery would be kind of neat or something. But all these are kind of, things out in the future. Fence replacement, Oldie, it's really old and been ran into by a car a couple times. I would like to GPR 3 cemeteries at some point, so we are aware of, and then we could accept graves.
I think the money you have there for GPR is probably more like 2 cemeteries than 3, but I understand the desire.
Yeah, and these, we'll be able to adjust this again next year. So you'll see the cemetery restoration stones. I have added this as a community room restoration, tables, chairs. I have new signage for cemeteries, computer printer, benches, and I have hoses listed. And on down, I had to do 3 years. So in 28, we've got pump. They will need another pump in that point, and a fence line restoration continues. I've added the roof of the fire station and new signage at the fire station. And then I pushed out in 2030 asphalt. We may get some with the roundabout, but we just don't know. And I added the fire truck in 2034 for $750,000 and air packs in 2036. We did just get their radios replaced by the county, so I didn't put radios on here.
And they just did air packs.
But in 2036.
Okay. Oh, that's way out. I was like, we just did air packs
Yeah.
like 2 years ago.
So yeah,
3
I
years
didn't
ago?
have to do that, but I went
Okay.
ahead and listed it.
That's probably what. Do we know how many MPTs they're gonna, mobile data terminals, they're gonna need? That seems
3, I
low.
guess. I think it would just be 3.
Okay.
Because one's a grass truck.
Because 16,000 seems low. 3 with melts.
So I don't think anything
Okay.
is out of the norm. This has gone to the county already. It had to be turned into the county. This has to be uploaded into Gateway, approved by us, and uploaded into Gateway, or by 9/30, or we will lose our property tax money next year. Every township in the state of Indiana must do this. So the sheets in the first couple of pages show the calculation from the big page, and I came down to where they won't receive any of our funds this year. But I'm only 34,000 over, so I don't feel that that's extravagant.
We need to vote
See
and
if
approve
anyone has
this.
any public comments, and then close it, the vote meeting, and vote.
Does anyone have any comments, questions, concerns? I think we do well as a board to, take care of the fire department and our responsibilities to the cemeteries and everything. We try to. All right, closed comments.
And now you need to read that out loud and then you need to make a motion after it.
Read resolution number 2025 8.2A. Resolution of the Board of Green Township, Hancock County, Indiana, establishing the Green Township Capital Improvement Plan. The Township Board of Green Township, Hancock County, Indiana, the board, met at duly called and authoritative, how would you say that? Authorized meeting of the board held on the date set forth below. Such meeting being called pursuant to the notice stating the time, place, and purpose of the meeting, received by all the board members, and the following resolution was made, seconded, and adopted by the majority of those present at the meeting, which considered a legal quorum of the board. Whereas Indiana Code 36-6-9-6 specifies that the Township Board must hold a public hearing on the purpose of capital improvement plan or amended plan before the Township Board adopts the plan. Now therefore be resolved that the public hearing was held to adopt a capital improvement plan as required by Indiana Code 36-6-9 for unit name Green Township, county name Hancock.
I'll make a motion to approve the Green Township Capital Improvement Plan as presented.
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay. 20. No, give us so I know what to read.
Oh, next time you want to read the
No,
resolution.
that's okay. I just like to proofread stuff. Day, 20th day of August. No worries. We're good. I just normally proofread stuff before I read out loud. It's
I'm happy
okay.
to help you.
It's okay. I'm smart. I really very good for
So what I'll do is I will scan the resolution. I have up the capital improvement plan is Excel version, has to be uploaded in a special spot in Gateway, and that will cover Green Township, and they will not lose their property
We do not.
for 2026.
You want to jump online yet?
No.
First time I
keep
just wanted
checking,
to
but
check.
no,
Okay.
Okay.
not even my wife.
All right.
We now need to call another public hearing for the road infrastructure fund, which I explained in the beginning. Our capital improvement does not have anything going in the road infrastructure fund in 2026. It's not to say we won't in latter years. But we still will create, and basically it's just going to be a new line item on our budget.
Okay, so we have
It'll be zero for right now.
to call a public hearing for road and infrastructure fund account HB 1461. Correct.
Longer.
Resolution
I didn't
number
write it.
resolution number 2025 8.2B. Resolution of the Board of Green Township, Hancock County, Indiana, establishing a Green Township Road and Infrastructure Fund. The Township Board of Green Township, Hancock County, Indiana, the board met at a duly called and authorized meeting of the board held on the date set therefore below. Such meeting being called pursuant to a notice of stating the time, place, and purpose of the meeting received by all the board members, and the following resolution was made, seconded, and adopted by the majority of those present at the meeting, which consists a legal quorum of the board. Whereas Indiana Code 36-6-10-2 passed in the 2025 by the Indiana General Assembly requires a township to establish a fund for the improvements and maintenance of the road and infrastructure within the township boundaries. In quotations, of road fund. Whereas the road fund may be funded with a transfer of unobligated cash balances as described in Indiana Code 36-1-8-5.1 D2B3. And the township shall contribute 30% of the balance of all unrestricted funds as defined in Indiana Code 36-6-9-4.5 that exceeded the township's budgets of the following year as provided in the township's capital improvement plan under Indiana Code 36-6-9-12B1. Whereas if there are any unobligated cash balances per Indiana Code 36-6-10-5, a transfer of road funds must be done in the same manner as a transfer from the rainy day fund under Indiana Code 36-1-8-5.1. And whereas no funds shall be transferred from the road fund without there first being a corresponding memorandum of understanding with the sponsoring local unit for a qualifying road or infrastructure project and a project specific resolution approving the transfer, which the board shall be under no obligation to approve. And whereas the trustee and the township board of Green Township understands that pursuant to the Indiana law as cited in pertinent part above, it is required that the road fund will be established. Now, therefore, be in resolved that the Green Township Board hereby approves this creation of the Green Township Road and Infrastructure Fund to hold any qualifying unobligated cash balances pursuant to the terms of the resolution and applicable law cited in part here. And then we just adopt it on the back.
So we're creating this, we're creating this fund to put this money.
Correct, but we're not gonna, our capital improvement has not allocated any funds to it, but we still have to create the fund and have it just sit there.
Okay,
Even if there's no money in it?
Correct.
Okay.
because we really have no road and infrastructure obligations?
No, the county still will cover all our roads.
Right.
They could just, if we ever give, our capital improvement plan ever shows us to give any, it would then sit there, but Gary Poole from the Hancock County, whatever that office is, would have to do a memorandum of understanding with us to say he
Left
needed
out here. So
so
we
many
could,
footage of,
so if we, hypothetically, we put 10,000 in that fund because we don't have anywhere
which
else.
will
to
do
put-
squat and asphalt.
I know, I understand, I'm just using hypothetical
Correct.
numbers.
It will sit there.
It will sit
sometime.
there and then he asks for it, then he has to do a memorandum to us to get that money.
But we still, for that, can deny it if we choose not to. Is it, yeah,
So why do we have to create this one? Just because it's a law that they put in place?
correct.
Okay, I'm just making sure, all right.
Correct,
I just want to make sure I understand it, so,
correct.
okay.
There are many townships in the state of Indiana that don't use their funds correctly.
They're just
And
trying to.
They're just growing and and so, yeah, it's a way of part of the money to go back to the county, I guess,
And they're just trying to make sure each township
is being held
Use-
liable.
is being held accountable. This is another way to hold them accountable for spending money. Okay, that's understandable.
So
All right,
now I'd like to make a motion to approve the resolution to establish the Green Township Road and Infrastructure Fund.
second. All in favor say aye and raise your hand.
Aye.
Okay, a date adopted with 20th of August 2025, sign in yay. There you go.
All right, you're up next.
I am, okay. Oh, with the remaining items we need to complete. Do we have any or was that it? Is there any
I don't-
2025 items?
Is there any,
I don't have any.
budgeted wise, from last year. I believe so.
Okay.
We have money allocated in case we still needed it for legal for the roundabout because we knew it was coming. I will pay the Hancock County Cemetery Commissioner contract in December. I'll pay the remaining Greenville Fire Territory later this year. The fire station is purchasing some chairs and tables, and we'll use the $1,000 we had allocated to them.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed they're kind of rough. When I was there.
They are.
They are. They need
They're
some
very
more.
rough.
Yeah, they need some more.
And
But we also put
else-
money in the budget to help with that too, right? In this
It's
one?
in our capital improvement plan.
Okay, in our
So,
capital
yes.
improvement. plan. Okay. We good to move on?
Yes,
Yeah.
for that.
All right, mowing contract is up at the end of this year. And every 2 years, we put it out for rebid, so we are just being good stewards of our money, and we're not so we're not being underbid or overbid or someone's taking us. We just and there are times that we just keep the same person because it's in line with everything. So we put it open for open every 2 years. So we would like to open it September 1st. We'll post it on Facebook, email blast to the people that bid it before, and close it October 15th. So then that way we can approve it by the end of October, in our October meeting. It's not that our lawn guy's doing anything wrong. He's doing great. He communicates, most of the lawn guys just communicate with me. And then if they have questions that I can't answer, I communicate with the trustee, and then he bills the trustee. So, and then I look over every invoice each month before we pay it. So, everyone, do we need a motion to no, we're just gonna open up bids, and September 1st, that gives me a couple weeks to get stuff together and send out. We'll post it on Facebook.
Did we make sure that we had where they couldn't spray Roundup?
No, but we can.
Because they can't spray it around the stones, it damages them.
Okay,
So,
I don't think I would ever put that in the
no,
contract.
so we need to add that.
So cannot
Near the stones.
spray Roundup.
And my other thought, since we did have damage this year, we make sure, ask that if they do damage when they please contact us or something, add some paragraph like that.
Add some clause into it that states it, which they
If
should
you feel
anyway.
you've
Yes.
damaged something, please alert us or something
Okay.
to that.
So our previous contracts have had in there about damage.
They
mean,
have
I know-
insurance. They have insurance, so
Yeah.
we could have went against his insurance. He chose to pay the bill directly. It was $600 to repair the 3 stones.
And most companies will do
The
that.
stones are very fragile, so it doesn't take much of a bump. And so it's not like it was, intentional or anything, but it doesn't take much of a bump, how.
But you can
Concentrate.
see where a mower, the deck was low.
So basically the deck got too close and.
Yeah,
hit
when they were
one.
mowing it, probably with
Hit
their phone or, saw something out of their eye. When I had my company, I hit a brand new car. Once, when I was cutting at a dealership and I called the guy, he was like, well, we'll just do it under cost. And he told me how much it was and I just paid for it. It was a whole lot cheaper than trying to go to my
So that he
insurance.
chose not to turn it into his insurance and paid it. So they do provide me with insurance, so.
They all have to be insured, and each year we get a new certificate
Yeah,
of
certificate
insurance
of insurance.
from them. So, and that'll all be in their state, and they have to do that. So, all right, moving on to the next thing.
So other items, I still had an open outstanding deal with 9 Star. The patronage credits was going to the 2 trustees ago personally. They could not stop payment on the last check. It has since been cashed. They were supposed to reissue it and stop payment, but anyhow, we are not going to be able to get our $200 and some odd dollars. So they have informed me that it is correct for the future year, so we'll be receiving our 9 Star credits in the future. With this change of reporting and everything, Facebook is not going to be able to be our mainstay, so we do need to create a website. I have put a suggestion into the Hancock County Commissioners. Bill Spalding has responded to me The trustees also have to have a government email address. I feel they should all be Hancock County in.gov. He also agreed it was a great idea, and I also feel that our townships should all be recorded, saved on their website, so that if you would go now to the new Hancock or to the Hancock County government page, they have done a pretty good job. And so all the meetings are in a row, their minutes, their agendas, and you can watch the recordings. And if you subscribe to their YouTube channel, which we have created for our first recording tonight, you'll get an email saying the meeting's coming. So I've not heard back from them. So I did talk to and did a demo with me, MuniBit demo, and they do all only government locations. So they have a cool deal, and it's $129 a month for our size. We're 1,600 people in our township. If we sign 3 months, if we sign within a month of meeting with them, which will be $9.15, they'll give us 3 months free. So it's $1,549 a year.
We would put that into the budget.
It is. We'll have to take something out of something.
Okay.
Because didn't know we needed to do. I thought Facebook would be enough, but not everyone's on Facebook, but everyone can get on a computer and get on a website. So the township trustees did ask that question because Facebook's free. That is how we did our pork chop dinner. I did not advertise it except for Facebook, and we had a great crowd. So there are good avenues to Facebook, but not everyone is on Facebook. So with this, I also had to create a domain name. He suggested to go through .gov, it.gov. So it has come back, and I had some choices to make. So I did Green Township Hancock County in.gov. Today I got an email. Yeah, okay. So they've approved it. It said it would take 30 days, so I was pretty impressed that I got it today. They are suggesting that I shorten it. And where is it? I just read it. They want to abbreviate to Green TWPHCIN.gov. I don't like the HC because there's Hamilton County, etc. HC doesn't really represent Hancock County to me.
That's a good one.
So, and I'm not opposed to the TWP.
Yeah, that's not.
But
okay with that.
I'm fine with Green Township. Let's jump this way, Green. I just lost it. Yeah, Green Township Hancock County in.gov. It covers everything we need because there's Green Township right adjacent to us in Madison County. There are actually 4 in the whole state of Indiana. So I do think we need to distinguish Hancock County separately.
I agree.
Because I get a lot of calls from Madison County. So
really, if we just abbreviate down, take the.
So are you guys good with Green Township grouped together Hancock County in.gov? I think anyone searching will be able to find it. And then this will be our YouTube channel will float in. Well, this will be our government domain name. We can hang on to that, and we can wait to hear from the county and use their website. If they say no, we miss our window to have our own website. Our own website, he will do a meeting with us all together. It's very similar to Hancock County's little dots. So we can have agenda meetings, we can have township assistants, we can have fire department updates, we can have cemetery info, and that, we don't have a park. So that's basically what we would cover. They can collect email addresses and info from people that log on. They'll do email blasts for us. This $129 a month covers them building it, them hosting it, them me sending them a new township assistance form, or me sending them about the pork chop dinner. All of that could be.
This is just the website, not emails.
Yes,
okay.
This is the website.
Right.
What did you say? It shows the long name here that you discussed. Did you?
I just got the email when I was.
Was it? Or is it? Is it going to be shortened to Green?
No,
TWP?
they're suggesting it. We don't have to take it. That's a separate thing. So I don't like it because I don't like HC being shortened.
Right.
So
But then there's like Hancock County, is it Hancock IN? Can we take
Yeah.
out the county?
So they would like it to be greentwphcin.gov.
Right,
And I don't
So
think
we're
that-
thinking green
TWP
TWP Hancock County.
dash HancockIN.gov? You take out the county? Or shortening?
I mean, they're gonna search. No one really types in a full web address.
I'd say Hancock County.
I mean, most people search and it pops up, it'll pop up and they'll just click
So
on
it's
it.
shorter than,
So this is,
so really, we're just gonna take, instead of spelling out green, instead of spelling
that's
out
what it is
township.
right now.
Right,
So we just condense that and leave that.
that was sure. I'm
Is that what you're
trying to
thinking?
write it into the minutes, however, we're like.
What would you think? I mean, are you saying leave this,
I definitely want Hancock County to stay just
leave
because
this,
of the
just
Madison.
drop
meeting.
this to TAC?
We can drop that to
TWP.
TWP.
I mean, it's a little shorter.
I
what
have
do
to
you
make
think?
sure it should be available,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
so we're suggesting that, but I don't think that distinguishes us enough.
Hancock County IN.gov.
I will see if it's available.
Available. And then. I mean, they're not gonna get back with us, and I guess, in 2 weeks. Well, 3 weeks.
Correct.
Do we just
I
go
don't
ahead?
They answered it.
No, I'm talking about down center. So
I've
what is your
listened-
recommendations?
I looked at the agenda, it's not on the agenda, he said he would discuss it with the others, but it's not on the agenda for the next county commissioners meeting, so I don't know what his thoughts are, what their thoughts are, I don't know if they have discussions other than their meeting.
In the worst case, I mean, if they decide they want to, we can always just post ours and.
Well, their website, by us saving money, by saving $1,500 and putting it on their website, still wouldn't offer up township assistance in our area. Any updates on the fire department or the pork chop dinner or renting out the
This
community
would.
room. Our website would be our township ourselves. We can have pictures of our cemeteries,
We need to have our own website.
we can post about the fire department. We can post pictures about a run or,
Public notices,
yeah, correct.
Yes.
links
It's-
to our videos of our.
Right, that'll all
Yeah.
stay there. If they choose to join, our videos just might be in 2 places.
Okay. I say we go ahead and just create our own website.
You need to make a motion.
I move we create our own website.
To spend-
Second,
All in favor, say aye. Raise your hand. Aye.
uh,
Okay. And actually, we do it whichever you feel is the best way. Pay the
Well,
3
I'll email
months.
them.
Pay the 3 months or pay the whole year. I don't care. I mean.
You have to pay it annually, so the 1,500 would come out unless I sign by 9/15. So I should be able to sign,
Right.
and let them know. And then also email the .gov people, domain people too tomorrow.
Okay.
And see if, they got back super quick, so I don't imagine that they won't change that.
Okay. I'm good with it. We just need to adjust that in the budget for next year
Right.
to pay that and might look forward to see.
This will require a meeting to help set it up, but we'll have to take some pictures and stuff and send to him so he can do a kind of pre-setup and then that makes the meeting go faster.
also, our annual Zoom.
Yeah. So we,
Subscription.
so we did pay for a year of
Oh.
Zoom to do these meetings.
Okay. What does that cost
$160
for the year?
for a year.
So,
We needed the one to turn me off and chatting.
okay. That's
So
fine.
we did use Zoom Pro.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Financial review for second quarter.
I know it's small.
Yeah. Really.
So here's
Should've
your
brought my
internal
readers.
operations. We're doing good on our budget. We currently right now, as of June 30th, we have $295,599 in the account. We have $339 in general township fund. Moving
That's
over to
about right.
firefighting fund, we have 23,405 in it. Firefighting is between general and firefighting, so that's not all of their money. Fire equipment debt is $21,473. More will flow in with the second round of property taxes. Township assistance, we have $24,771 in it. In the Cume Fire Fund, we have $36,695. Rainy day is $7,748 because we used it to buy the last fire truck. And part of it, and tornado siren account, which was created by a girl who went to Eden when a tornado struck. That money has maintained there of $534.99 that was left over from donations to put our tornado siren that is above the fire department here. And it may need batteries in the future, but so far we have not spent anything on the tornado siren, but that money needs to stay separately. So there will be a new column added, road and infrastructure, with a zero balance until the time we need it. Line, where are we? Line 48, you'll see the last June settlement distribution, we received $103,291 from the county, distributed across. If you follow the line, you'll see 25,000 went into township, 23 flowed into firefighting, the debt fund of 38.4 went in. In fire equipment, you'll see I paid $34,791 for the first loan payment, because we had only been paying interest, so this was our first loan payment on the truck. And then the $12,000 that's there is what came in from Spencer and immediately went back to GBC Bank for principal on the fire truck. 16,000 was added into Keene Fire, nothing in any of the other accounts. They'll do the same thing and send us a large lump of money in November.
The government. Right.
Yes.
The Indiana, the distribution.
The June settlement comes from the county office.
Right. So we'll get another one in
Yeah,
December.
each month I get certified shares of $4,378.58. That all flows into the general fund. You'll also see that interest is an average in $630 something on our 200 and some thousand. I have learned of a Trust Indiana account where we could choose to put some of our balance in it. I just need to do a little more research and figure that out.
Is it more?
It earns higher interest than
That's what I
bank.
was gonna ask. Okay.
Yeah, and apparently you can, the board
Pull
would
in
just
and
have
out?
to approve to transfer in and out.
Okay.
So, but that might be something we want to pursue to earn additional funds for the next fire truck.
So we could take that interest, put it in to have a bigger down payment for the next fire.
Yes.
I like that.
So, yeah, I do need to look at that.
Okay.
I
We
learned
don't
that
have to
from
do it.
another township.
We don't need to do anything.
No,
with
this is just your, unless anyone has any question on the
Any
internal review. The township does not have a computer. They had one years ago. It does not. I do not own a personal computer anymore. I need to quit using the one I'm using.
Okay.
So we do need to think about that now with the Zoom calls, the website, and all the other things we have to do.
I think you need it.
There is funds in the general for
And
it.
you're
And
thinking
then this could say and
a
go to,
laptop,
yes,
Okay.
yeah, it would go to whoever trustee
the next
is after me.
trustee, and yeah. Okay with that. We need to make a motion and give money, or just go ahead and. I mean, I'm okay. Do you have you even looked into it to know how much you want to spend, or?
I need to make sure I get you, I mean, when I need to make sure I have Word and Excel. So, and you have to pay extra for that on computers, so. I would say,
How about we get some prices?
Prices
How about we get some
and then-
prices, right?
Yeah.
Several,
And
and
then-
then come back in
Yeah.
we can do that.
October and we can,
Yeah, I
Choose
mean, it's
one.
only
Yeah.
it's 6 weeks away anyway,
we can do
and
that.
we could vote on it on our first meeting in October.
I think,
Is that okay?
yeah, I think we're probably in the $800 to $1,000.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking
On
a
that?
couple. You know, I'm used to buying Mac, so.
I don't want that. This is the official notice of the roundabout. So basically, land and property located at 8031 North State Road 9, which is where we're sitting, as being affected by a nearby transportation improvement, intersection improvement of a roundabout at State Road 9.
Okay.
And it links you to go to how they acquire the acquisition policy, but there is no map yet. I did attend a joint trustee meeting with the county commissioner and Ethan Lawson, our state representative. Basically discussed if we wanted to merge with other townships. The consensus was pretty much no in our county. Our choices would be Vernon, Center, or Brown. We have to touch.
Okay.
So I think Center and Vernon and Buck Creek and Sugar Creek don't need to join in with anyone due to their full-time fire departments and their massive amount of things. Well, we would join in with Brown. It would if a township was to join in, it would only be one trustee and 3 board members. So 4 people go away. Bill Spalding. It's the consensus in our county is it's not really going to save us money. There are some counties in the state of Indiana. Apparently, there are 22 townships.
Oh.
So
We
and
got
so
12.
we have 9.
Nine.
Nine. So they have to, in my understanding, they have to make a recommendation. That's what has created the study for the fire and police. Because they also have to decide if a county-wide fire territory might be a good thing one day. But I'm sure that's many years down the road.
No, you say that. It's happening in Marion County.
Well, that's part of
Since 2004, 5, it started. And it's still happening. And the first city went in last year.
And then the auditor also sent all the trustees a letter saying, notice of possible changes in 2026 local income tax lit distributions. You are hereby notified that the Hancock County Council may make changes to your Hancock County lit that may affect your 2026 lit distribution to your taxing unit. If the council does not change 2026 lit, your taxing unit will be notified of the change within 15 days of the adopted change. I have not received anything since July 28th, and it was not on the agenda, so I'm not sure when they're discussing it. But
Okay.
I had already met with DLGF by January 28th, so had a lot of other trustees, because we meet in the months of July and August, so I don't know that their timing's completely right. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what that happens.
Yep. Any questions or comments from visitors?
Cemeteries are all in real good shape, but.
We're
Yeah.
really pleased with
Yeah.
ours. The county, Hancock County Cemetery Commission has worked in ours, 3 of ours, and different past years. And we have 2 ladies, Cindy, Drew, and Jackie, that are continuing to work between Olby and Wynn. And if you have not been to Olby, I suggest you to drive by and actually get out and walk. The stones are so white and beautiful. They have worked so hard with that D2, like D2.
D2?
D2 liquid. It's just when you just walk across the lawn, it's just beautiful. They are really repairing. They are digging. I commend them for their hard work. They are digging. They are getting the stones that have sunk over the last 100 years and raising them back up, restoring them back to life, fixing broken ones. And they're just very fragile, and that's why we just need our mowers to be careful. Whoever knows.
Anything else? All right, our next meeting is October 7th, and it'll be a budget discussion at this location at 6 p.m. And we will also have another one on October 28th to approve the budget at 6 p.m. at the same location. All right. We adjourn the meeting.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Yeah, we have. So, all right.